Family. I hope everybody is doing well. We did a show. We did it on our new channel today at 11:30, and we're going to do that from now on until I build that channel up, and I'll come here after it's done. And we did it live, and we had a guest, and her name was Kiera Bennett, and she is a family therapist, marriage counselor. Has an amazing career doing amazing things. And we talked, she's 30, a young woman, and we wanted to get the young people's ideas and how they thought and saw things. Go to my new page. I will leave the link in the chat as far as it's and the new channel is called our new reality. Okay, and we're really trying to build that one up more. And we talked a lot about mental illness on that channel, because we're trying to really bring the attention upon Black people, to help us to deal with what's next. How do we heal if we're still in the midst of some trauma? Can we heal if we're in the midst of some traumas? And that is what we talked about. And it was a very interesting conversation. I hate you missed it, but I wanted to go on that channel before coming over here, because we're talking about some great things. And mental illness in the Black community is something that is a much needed conversation. I know we don't want to hear it. I know it's called we need to change our mindset. I know we're still in it. So my question is, can we get out of it if we're still in it? And I do believe that we can, but it's going to take us cutting off some people. It's going to take us segregating ourselves a little bit, to get to know us first, to get back to educating our babies, to get back to um, even some adult classes that it might take for us to do in order for us to understand that right now we don't have time for anybody else. We don't have time to entertain other people. We don't have time to entertain people that are considered enemies. We don't have time to consider what their thoughts are about us, because everything about us they hate. So of course it's almost like we're stepchildren, and they look at us and they say, "Oh, you do this. Oh, you do this. Oh, your community does this. Oh, your community does that." But they never point the finger at their community. They never point the finger at how Kyle Rittenhouse is a murderer, and you allowed a murderer to get out of jail, and he's roaming around free, um, uh, and paid what, $2 million. They collected $2 million for this young thug that is a murderer, and he's out walking free, and they don't see anything wrong with that. So people that who have taught their children that the world is yours and you are right and I say so, you can't come here and tell our children or tell us how to parent. You can't parent yourself. When you have children that are shooting up schools, shooting up nightclubs, shooting up daycares, shooting up 9 people in the church, you can't come and tell Black people anything. You can't come and tell me anything until you get it together and until you raise your children the way they should be. You can't come here and tell me how to raise mine. And this is so often what they try to do. They want to come to Black people and shake their fingers at us. You doing this and you're not doing this. And da, da, da. Guess what? We didn't just have a terrorist insurrection of a person that climbed a Capitol building and got no charges. That's not how we do. We don't do stuff like that. That's not even a thought on our mind. Why would you want to climb a Capitol building? But it made so much sense to people that we call high IQ people. Okay, but high IQ people, it's people that don't have any sense at all, but they just gave themselves a title and they call themselves high IQ people. Okay, but I call them dummies. Anytime you can sit up there and let another man tell you to climb up to insurrect a country, but you've done it before because that's the mentality that you have. But you listened to a person that told you that it was okay, so you did it, and he left you behind out to dry. And like a dummy, you did it, then gonna come up and look crazy, look at him like we're looking for you to help us. And he looked at you like, you dummy, you did it anyway. And he's gone out of the office and you got somebody else in his place. And he didn't gave y'all a middle finger. And you still looking at him like, aren't you going to help us? And he looking like, no, dummy, you did that. That was stupid for you to do. You're going to listen to me? But that's what they do. But they call themselves high IQ people and then want to tell Black people what to do. No, you don't get to tell Black people anything. We got this. Okay. We know what to do. We got this. We're going to start educating our own babies, and we're going to start doing what it's going to take for us to be free. And we are going to really get into some deeper conversations. We want to talk about this the prison reform of the lack thereof. We're going to talk about this injustice system. I saw this young man, Oz, or I think that's his name. Ozone or something. Not sure his name. I do apologize. I'm not trying to disrespect my brother, but I do believe, and I saw Michi X, I saw where she wants us to support him. I do believe that we should support him. I do believe that this case is very important. We need to go fund him. He needs some good, he needs a good attorney. He needs someone that's going to show how self-defense is his defense. He was afraid for his life. How serious it is that every time the police have an interaction with us, we end up dead. And he was really afraid for his life. I do believe that he has an amazing case. I do believe that if we stick together with him, and he come out of this case and all charges are dropped, I do believe that that is going to be president. I do believe that that is going to mean a lot, and that's going to take us into a different direction. We can't automatically look at this situation and say, "Oh, he going to jail." No, 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 no. Self-defense. Because every time police come and have an interaction with black men, they end up dead, and that right there is his defense. I was fighting for my life because every time y'all come, we end up dead, and I just knew that that was going to happen to me. That is the defense right there, self-defense. So my thing is, we have to support this brother. We support him, we go fund him, and we watch and we stand behind him. And now, if you want to march, that's what you need to be marching about. That's what we need to be standing behind. That's what we need to be concentrating on right now, is helping our brother to be free. And instead of us having so much to say, like we always do, stop it. That conversation is not for now. We are going to support our brother. We are going to support him because he needs our support right now. And we have to learn how to support one another. We have to learn how, if we don't understand why somebody did it, be quiet until you learn. Be quiet, but support. Get out your wallets the same way you would if they were white. Get out your wallets and support our brother so that we can help him to get off of these charges, because I do believe that he was fighting for his life. I do believe that he thought when that cop got on there and called for backup, he knew that he was going to die. So he said, you know what, before all the other cops come, I'm going to have to do what I need to do here, because I do believe that he thought his life was in jeopardy. But with that said, family, we have to, this is why we have to begin to get ourselves together to make the move that we need to make. We need to be done with America. We need to go. Hey, Isaac, thanks for joining. I hope you join my look up the other page. I'm going to put in the comments. I want you to go here, um, because this is where my live stream today. I do have a new page. Like and share. I want you to hit the bell, and I want you to go to the other page, and I want you guys to like and share there. I want you to hit the bell so that you'll know when I'm being you'll be notified when I'm there, because we are trying to build two pages. Okay, this is Racism for America. This is stuff we can't talk about over there, but that other page is pretty much getting Black America ready for the move, for the ones that do want to make that move to Africa. And I do believe that that is important, but I do believe that before we go, we need to work on some mental health issues, because we have a lot of stuff that's happening right now in the Black community that is a mental health issue. But we've been told by them they're the only ones that can experience a mental health issue. But by us being treated, we've been treated badly for a long time. We've been traumatized. We've been told we're nothing. We've been psychologically messed over. We've been brainwashed. We've allowed our enemies to educate our babies. We've been allowing them to tell us, what we are and who we are. And we've been. The Bible tells us to come from among. We've learned their ways. We've joined them. Be ye separate. That's not what we're doing. We're still trying to come together to live together with them. We're allowing our children to be taught by LGBT, like Lil Nas. He has no right to be teaching our children anything, and we need to boycott him. We need to let him know that that type of disgusting behavior will not ever be tolerated in the Black community. We need, us adults, older adults, need to shut him down, sit his behind down, and tell him to get it together. When you get it together, you can come back like you got some sense. I remember my grandma, my mom, when we came out and acted a fool, they would give us that look and say, look, sit your, okay, go back in that room and try it again. We're going to tell Lil Nas to go back and try it again until you get it together. You can't teach our babies. You can't teach our babies nothing because you don't know how to act yourself. You sitting up here. He is being backed by white supremacy. And he's trying to destroy the black community. And if you have any sense, you would keep that little Nas away from your children. They know what they're doing. That's their stuff. That's not black folk. We don't do stuff like that. We don't allow disgustingness, Lil Nas, to educate our children and talk to them about nothing. We don't allow, who's the other little LGBT boy? Who's the little other man? Porter. We don't allow him to come into Sesame Street to entertain our children. Now, the white folk, they can allow that. But now they're trying to get Lil Nas to do it because they're trying to catch the younger people. But guess what? That's called genocide. You allow Lil Nas to come and teach your children, you are going to genocide your community. It's already bad enough where we are dating outside of our race. We're dating and not teaching our little boys how not to mess with these snow bunnies. Okay, black folk, parents, ladies, men, we need to start teaching our young boys to leave these snow bunnies alone. They are no good for our boys. We know it. We see it. Every time they mess with one of them snow bunnies, they end up getting in trouble. They're dysfunctional. They're all on medication. And we don't need to bring that into our families. You're genociding your own. Genocide is a big thing. And this is what white folk want you to do. They either want you to be gay, and I'm going to put a link in here of the LGBT, the real agenda. It's going to be in my comment section. The real agenda, I want you to read it. The real agenda, they are really after our children. Because guess what? If you get the children, you can change a whole genocide. You can change a whole generation if you get the babies. Okay. You can't mess with the older people because we got that. But you can get them babies. When you start teaching, now they got in school where they're what is the gender less? They're talking about no genders. They're not even telling little girls they're little girls. They're not even telling little boys you're little boys. That's dysfunction. Get your babies out of their white schools. If they want to teach their children that you don't have a boy, that you're not a boy or girl, then let them do that. You're teaching confusion, and now you're trying to confuse our babies. Let them teach their children, and we teach our children, and we're going to stick to the morals. We're going to stick to the way it's been done. We're going to stick to what we know to be true, and we're going to teach our children our history and our truth. No longer will we allow enemies to teach our children. No longer are we going to allow them to impact our children by hiring black folk that black folk that look black, that they have been hired by white supremacy to do dirt in the community again, just like they hired crack cocaine dealers to sell drugs in the black community. They have hired Lil Nas to sell LGBT sex, dysfunctional sex to our children. Even in school, you have them teaching them our babies how to masturbate. You have our baby there. They teaching our kids all kind of stuff. But we as black parents, we have to know what's right, and we have to stick to what's right, and we have to stand for something. If we don't stand for something, we're gonna fall. Family, you're not even gonna recognize black folk in another 10, 20 years. Let them tell it, and this is what they've been trying to do, and this is what they're trying to do, and they've been trying to destroy black families, and they trying. I mean, they've come real close to just trying to destroy black families. Okay, so now the last ditch effort is the LGBT and dating the bunnies, the snow bunnies. Okay, so we have our work cut out for us. But my thing is, if we total separate, if we start educating our own babies, turn off the TV, I think Hebrews the Negro has a news channel. It's H2N Hebrews the Negroes. Go up on his channel and look up. He has a new cable channel, and it's like $10, I think, and you'll see new black movies. So I think we have to stop allowing them to entertain us. We have to totally separate from them because we already know that this integration thing has not worked. We already know that nothing with them connected to them will work, ever work. It has never worked, and it's not going to right now. So we have to know when to let go and walk away. And right now is the time for us to let go and walk away. Okay. We can't stand for this little Nas little creepiness. I'm serious. He's disgusting to me. And he is getting paid by them. Okay. And you are allowing this little thug to sit up here and entertain your children. Are you crazy? If you don't get a hang on little Nas, grab this little nigga by his neck and say, look, we're not accepting this. Enough of this nastiness. They produce nothing but disgusting music for our children. They produce nothing good, and you keep allowing them to produce music. You keep allowing, when they make music like that, we keep listening to it. No, we shut them down. How do you change stuff? You start being in charge of your situations, being in charge of your thoughts, being in charge of your words, being in charge of your family, being in charge. We are the leaders here, and we say what comes to and through our community. That right there, Lil Nas, you better back it up, buddy. That's not working. We are totally not allowing that dysfunction to come into our communities. If you want to go and suck some other man's whatever, you take that over there with them white folk, because that's not working over here. Because that will not be something that we will ever tolerate. We will never accept that. That's not who black folk is. White folk been doing that since the beginning of time. And you can see how disgusting they were in slavery, and how they sleep with our kids, and how they sleep bug broke our men, and they would take our men and rape them, and have sex with them. Then they would call in their friends. Then they would turn around and rape your sons. They're dysfunctional. They sleep with their animals. They sleep with their dogs. We don't do stuff like that. It is time, black family, for you. It is time for you, black family, to get it together. We have to separate. That's dysfunction. And we have to get it together and get ourselves together, because this is disgusting. I didn't even watch it, but when I heard about it, I'm glad I did. I don't watch stuff dealing with white folk anyway. BET, black folk don't own that. That's white folk stuff. So you have to know who's behind it. White folk is backing Nas to do that because they want you to genocide black folk. Okay, three, when you're dating, let me just help you to understand some black folk. When you date white women, you're creating a new species. You're creating a new culture. You're not creating black folk. Because guess what? That white baby, that baby that you had with that white woman is going to turn around and marry a white person. Okay. And then that baby is going to turn around and marry a white person, which you genocide, you white yourself out. That's what they're trying to do. So are we not smart enough, and do we not understand what they're trying to do? Why is it that black folk, we see what they're trying to do and we allow them to do stupid stuff to us? No. Can we think for ourselves, please? It is time for us to do for us. It is time for us to separate from them. Yes. Don't be shocked, because that's white folk doing that. Don't be shocked. White folk, that's what they're trying to do. You have to understand it's called genocide. That little disgusting Negro, you have to understand what's going on. We will boycott him. We will not ever accept that dysfunction. That's dysfunctional. And black folk, it is time for you to lead. Or we are leaders. We built this. We built this country. We can build another country, but we're not taking that mess over there. That little Nas mess, because white supremacy, when they get done playing with their toys and when they get done using him, they're going to destroy him. They are using Lil Nas to try to destroy the black family, the black culture, and we're allowing it. It is time for us to get it together, black folk, because you are sitting up here looking at this little nasty Negro. You're not saying anything. Oh, it's time to rise up. Shut it down. He needs to be shut down. We need to let him know that we will not ever tolerate that type of behavior. And I'm gonna tell you what, y'all young folk better get up and do what you're supposed to do. Because that right there, you let that get out of hand, and you're gonna have a mess on your hand. You're not even gonna recognize black folk in another. They've been trying to destroy you. Psalms 83 talk about they've been trying to destroy us since the beginning, and you are not going to fight against that. At least in the 60s, they fought against that. They fought against some of that. So now what you gonna do? You gonna sit up there and let this little disgusting boy sit up there and show you how we gonna be? No, that's not who we are. We don't sit up there. We don't do stuff like that. That's not us. That's them. So we gonna take on their nastiness? No. If you're gonna take on something, take on that leadership position that we know that we are. Let's be the leaders that we know that we are. Let's see. That's not who black folk are in America. That's some white folk stuff. They are hiring. They are paying Lil Nas to be the most nastiest that he can. Okay. And they're trying to impact black community, and they're trying to impact our babies. And I'm gonna tell you what, black folk, y'all better shut that little Negro down. You need to shut him down immediately. I want you to go to my new channel, and that's why I came on here. I'm not going to stay on here long because we had a whole discussion about mental illness. We are going to continue talking about black. Now, this is the mental illness stuff right here. Okay, we are so hurt. We are so self-hating. We hate ourselves. And guess what? This is what integration has done to us. We don't want to be black. That's what integration has done to us. We are not educating our children. We allow our enemies to educate our children, and look at the results. We see the result. Well, are we going to do anything about it? No. It's time for us to do something about it. Okay. We are not going to continue to allow them to lead us and to teach and to educate our babies. They have had 20 years of educating our babies, and what have they done? What have they done to educate? What have they done? They failed. So when people fail, you change the system. When you see people that can't handle, you pay. Okay, let's for instance me coming and asking the guy to build come paint my house, right? And if I look at one room and I see that he jacked up another room, going to continue allowing him to paint my whole house, knowing that he just jacked up one room? No, you shut it down. We shut it down right now. We see how they feel with our babies. We see the educational system. They're not trying to educate your babies, and you know that. You still allow them. You still take them to your. You still allow them to educate your babies. You still take them to. You still take your babies to them every morning, every day, and you know the damages. You know they have a prison pipeline set up for your babies to go straight to prison. We know that, and we're not going to do anything about it. Are we that dumb? Come on. That's mental illness that I'm talking about. We have a lot of symbolism in Black community. Yes, they have laws, a Second Amendment right that says yes, we can bear arms, but can we bear arms without being in trouble? Ask NFAC Grandmaster. He bore arms. He talked about racism. He talked about racist America. He was trying to defend Brianna, a young lady that got murdered in her home. And what happened? They brought him up on bogus charges. This is what they do. They use their system against us. They use their laws against us, okay, to hurt us. They come up with these laws against us. And you see Biden coming up with another Biden's bill, 2021 bill, okay? I'm going to tell y'all, Black folk, if y'all not getting up out of this country, y'all crazy. Y'all better come up with an out and an out now. It's time to get out of America right now. You ain't going to notice America in 10 years. I'm telling you, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. You cannot continue to allow your enemies to be over you. We are leaders, Black family. We built this. Why are we not doing what we know how to do? Why are we not leading them and telling them what we will and will not stand for? Why are we not shutting things down? When we see stuff that's incorrect, that's not working the way it's supposed to, why are we not shutting them down? Why do we continuously allowing them to tell us what we can and can't do? Why are we continuously allowing them to tell us who we are and who we're not? No, we are the leaders. We need to show them that we are leaders. We need to rise up nationwide and let them know this is how we rolling right now. This is how we rocking. And guess what? You guys have a seat, learn something. Tell them to have a seat and learn something. When they come on your pages and start talking noise, shut them down. It's time for you to learn something. Shut up and learn. That's all we have to say. Shut up and learn, because we're going to teach you something. It's time for us to show you what we really working with, because we are leaders. We are powerful. We are powerful. We come together. We are powerful, honey. I'm telling you, Black folk are off the chain. We got the power. We just have to know. We don't know we have the power. We have to know that we have the power. We have to know that we are powerful. Okay. We built this, and we built this. We can go and we can help build Africa. We have brothers over and sisters up there with great ideas. We can back those ideas. We have the money. They got the ideas. We can back those ideas. I'm telling you, it's things that we can do, but it's gonna take us doing it. It's gonna take work. Like and share, you guys. Like and share. I want you guys to go over to my new page. I do have it. I'm putting it in comments now. This is my. I did a show earlier this morning. Okay, I want you to go over there. Exactly, Isaac. Yes, this is the problem. If we know that, why aren't we doing that? If we know that they don't want us to reunite, why won't we do it anyway? They afraid of us. All they know, if they see us coming together, yes, they're gonna try stuff. But if we rise and we stick together, man, they can't beat us. Isaac, they can't beat us. We got this. We got this. We can do this. But you can't sit there and be saying, well, no, it ain't time for that. It's time for us to come together like never before. It's time for us to come together to show them what we're working with, family. This page is Racism in America. My other page, okay? This page is, we talk about topics that we can't talk about at our new reality. Our new reality is just that, our new reality. Okay. We creating the reality we want to see over there. We creating the next level. We're going to the next level. Okay. We're giving you steps on what it's going to do for us to get there. Because we can't take this hurt to Africa. We can't take all of this hurt and all this stuff, trauma to Africa. We want a new beginning. When you get there, you need to leave all of this behind, all of this craziness behind. We are emptying our brains, we're getting on that plane, and we're looking for nothing but newness. Newness. Yes, they know it, but we don't know it, Isaac. We don't know it. That's the only thing. We don't know it. We got to know it. We are more powerful. We are more powerful. We got Most High behind us. But we cannot continue to allow them to tell our stories. We cannot continue allowing them to lead us down the road, down this dark pit. LGBT, mess with our babies. Tell them we can't tell our babies if they girls or boys. What are you talking about? Who does that? Like and share, thumbs up, you guys. Like and share. Come on, we got to work this. We got to work it. I want you guys to check out the new page. Okay, I am gonna put it in the comments when I'm done. I'll put it in the comments. But it's time to do something different. I wasn't gonna come on here and stay long, but we did have a whole conversation over there. I'm just trying to tell you, go that way, go that way. Okay, I want you guys to get used to the new page. I want you guys to go over there, and I want you guys to hit the share, like and share, and hit the bell so that you'll know when I come live over there. Okay, you hit the bell over here. Now let's hit the bell over there so you'll know when I come live over there. Okay. I am not going to spend a whole lot of time, but we're going to shut Mr. Nasty Niles down. Shut him down. Okay. That right there is the devil's seed. He has been he's being used by white supremacy to genocide black folk. You have to start recognizing when they're using black people, black faces, but they are paying those black faces to take us into a darker tunnel. You have to start recognizing that. When they start talking about this dysfunction and he on BET Live kissing another, come on now. Now you've seen that. Y'all should turn your TVs off right then and there. You should have turned your TVs off to let him know that we're not interested in that. We turn your TVs off. When you see dysfunction, turn Cardi B off. They had nothing but nastiness on BET. That's because it's owned by white folk now. BET is not even owned by black people. It's owned by white folk. And they are trying to put stuff in your head. They're doing it on purpose. So if you know that some people are trying to destroy you on purpose, why do we continue allowing them? Why? No. Enough is enough. With that said, you guys, I'm going to end the stream. And I hope to see you on my new channel, our new reality, so that we can talk. We're done with America. We're done talking about, okay, they already know what they not. Okay. Go to the new channel so that we can understand who we are and we can start dealing with our issues so that we can get ready for the next level. Because we have to take care of this issue here so we can move forward. Because we got some business to tend to in Africa. We got some homes to build. We got some land to buy. We got some businesses to create. We got some people to hire because our brothers and sisters are waiting. And we have to really teach them about white America. They are not your friends. So if they're over there now, they are not your friends. If that's it, peace and blessings. Shalom. And we'll see you the next time on the other channel next Tuesday at 11:30. Go to the StreamYard, the new channel, and see that video, like and share, okay? And I have another video over there that I did last week. I'm trying to get you guys used to that channel. So go ahead on over there now and join that channel. Hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I come live again. Peace, family. Peace.